So for example, if I say I have a business event plugin, Tibco business event plugin suppose. Okay, so in that case, whenever I install that Tibco business event plugin, so installing that plugin, it will add this option here, and whenever I go to designer, I can see the additional palettes will be coming over there. Just let my designer get started. Or if you want, you can directly get into the case study solving also, that I will be giving you case study and you can solve that case studies. That mode also you can take, but you already said that you want to learn the course formally also so that your fundamentals will be strong, right?
Yes, yes, correct.
Okay, okay. Yeah. So for example, if I say, so whenever I install that B plugin, so it brings some palettes over here. Right now I cannot see that. I might uninstall that, but it includes some additional palettes over here. So that's what the plugin is, but I will be needing a specific requirement that what plugins you are talking about, because plugin as a generic concept I can discuss it theoretically, that how plugins can be there and how we can install it and how it bring the additional palettes. But really using the plugin, it will be very specific what plugins you are looking for.
Okay.
There is a iProcess plugin also, there is a business event plugin also. So there are n number of plugins. So as a theory, we can discuss different plugins which we can use in BW, but really that showing a hands-on and getting the hands-on, I will be needing that what plugins you are looking for, and that will be the customization in the standard course.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
So you have this PDF, right? Whatever PDF I am showing you, you have this PDF, right?
Uh, this is the course content, right? Low level.
Course content, absolutely.
Yeah, I guess I have it with me.
Okay, okay, fine.
Yes, I have it.
Hmm. So any other question you have?
Like you said, in adapters, we'll be covering the IDV and file adapters.
Correct.
So, uh, MQ adapters, I have heard, then SAP RY3 adapters. So,
See, there are adapter concept wise is like whenever you are using any proprietary application, so you use these adapters. So you may be having PeopleSoft, so you can have PeopleSoft adapter. You may be having SAP using, so SAP adapter. So whenever you learn adapter as a general concept, you can use any of the adapter in the world. So
okay,
we cannot just take these many adapters and dump it in the standard course. So because there are n number of adapters, it's now
okay,
it's like in your project which all proprietary application you use. So that adapter, and once you learn it in a generic way, if you know ADB adapter, file adapter, you can work with any adapter in the world.
yeah, that's what I wanted to know. Means if
Correct.
these two topics, if I cover, means others, means it can be covered.
Absolutely, absolutely. But it will be good to find out that which adapters exactly in your projects are getting used.
Okay.
Because whenever you say specific adapter, again it require that you require installable of that adapter also. So it will not be easy for me to show you the hands-on of that particular adapter, which will be very proprietary.
Okay.
That's true.
Okay. And one thing more I wanted to ask, like when we will start, when we'll be going through the course, suppose uh, if we are getting request from some other third party, like in my project, I have seen that we are receiving requests from third party and for that we have different configuration for server configuration for that. So will you be taking any such example, like how we are receiving request from a queue to our Tibco BW, and then again we are sending back the response, something like that?
Absolutely, absolutely. So whenever you have any, whenever I take any palette, any activity, so it will be, I will be always taking a integration scenario, which will be real-time integration scenario. So for example, if you say your JMS topic is there or JMS queue is there, so naturally we will be assuming that on other side there is some maybe shopping cart server, maybe insurance server, okay, or maybe some server which will be putting some data to your queue, and your application should pick up that particular queue. So what all that you need to configure in your BW project? Absolutely, we do cover that.
Okay.
So it's all real-time case studies, but of course you can help me out here that if you have very specific scenario, that if you tell me that Sam, in my project it's happening like this, that we have some third-party application, it is sending us this data and we are supposed to pick up this one. So instead of our example, let us take that example. So why not? I will be happy to take it up. I also learn a lot from you. Okay, as per whenever the domain part come or whenever use case part come, so my trainees only help me on that, that what is my use case in my project, and we
Okay.
can take that case study also.
Okay. Okay. Fine.
So your project is already started or what?
Actually, just 2 months back, I have joined a new project. Earlier to that, I was working for the same client, but for different project.
Okay,
So, thing is, I am still to just find it out what all things are going to happen in this new project.
correct, correct.
Uh, Means earlier to
Is
this, the
this
project where I was, that was actually, it's very tough for me.
okay? It was Tibco project or what?
Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. What was the tough inside that?
Actually, the thing is, I was new to that project. Means
Okay,
just last August I joined that project,
okay,
and just to understand this tool itself took me like 3 4 months. And then, as you know, means for a new person, just to see the designer itself was just totally confusing for me. Uh,
correct, correct, correct. Then I think then it will be good decision to learn it formally and get a thorough understanding of a tool and getting a technical edge also, which will differentiate you from your team.
yeah. What happened is last time was when I entered, okay, I learned some few palettes myself or from my team members, and when I just went inside it, I was just seeing something like JNDI concepts. So
Okay,
that was actually not, I was not able to pick up what all things are going on, means how we are getting the request through JMeter, we were triggering it into BW. So those
okay,
things actually just much confused me in the initial days.
okay, okay, okay. So, do you have any higher level diagram or something that which all systems were talking to BW in your previous project?
Actually, yeah, I have it, but that is in my VM.
Correct, correct. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, okay. So JMeter was there and what all?
Yeah, actually, the JMeter was there in an earlier project. This one I see totally the web services being used in my new project. But
Okay,
earlier there was nothing as such web services. It was just we were receiving request from the third party, that was the Personetics, and we were
okay,
responding to that. Either we were just calling some other services from our side like the ESB, and then further after getting the response we are responding it back to the Personetics, or from our local DB we used to extract the data and form the XML, and finally we were sending it back.
okay,
In many places I saw something like MQ series thereafter also.
okay, okay.
So
So
those
MQ
things
series in current project you are saying?
No, in previous project.
Previous
Yeah.
project. Yeah, yeah. Fine, fine.
And many things were there, but in this
Correct.
project, currently what I see is not much difficult, because for every thing we have exposed almost like 20-30 services, web services to the
Okay.
Java end.
Hmm.
And that's what is the present scenario.
Okay, okay. Fine, fine. So Pratik, I think no, I understood what you're looking for, and that working as a team lead, that will be differentiating factor for me also whenever I will conduct a training for you. So as I said, we will stick to this course content, and that will be sufficient for you. But what differentiating thing we can do, or twisting thing in this course we can do, is I can add some complex assignment for you, and I will make sure that you will, and that will be a design for you only. I generally don't share that with my other normal students, because they don't come to that level to solve that, but I am sure you will come to that level during the course, so that you will solve that all complex case studies also, and which will definitely help you to be as a differentiating or a senior person in Tibco in front of your team. Yeah. Okay,
Fine.
okay. So maybe then, if any question for me, you are most welcome. You can drop a mail to Mr. Daniel also, which will come to me. No problem at all. Don't keep any doubt in your mind at all.
Sure.
Okay.
Actually, just a small example I'll tell. I know means like okay,
Hmm.
based on these conditions we do these things. I can design those things. But just
Hmm.
a few days back when I just saw we were just extracting something from the DV,
Mm-hmm.
and the design was something like from the request we had something, and how I'll just say I was not able to actually understand what was that flow. Means from we were trying to read some data from DV, and corresponding means two fields we were trying to fetch it out,
Okay.
and based on the first fields, means suppose we got list of 4 records from the table,
Okay.
and the thing was what in the present means project the code was designed like in bracket it was the first uh, column name, they were comparing it with something, and then slash the second column name after a bracket,
Okay.
it was the big bracket. So that was
Okay.
actually I didn't know what was happening. So when I asked few members, then I came to know okay, they were just means comparing the values with respect to the other, means the first field to the second field. It was something that I couldn't.
You're talking about XPath formula you could not understand.
Yeah, that XPath formula actually, I know the conditions, so how do we do it there?
Mm-hmm.
But it
Mm-hmm.
was something there which I'd never saw it before.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
it's
Mm-hmm.
not big thing. Just I'm just sharing.
Maybe what I can see is that in your earlier project you just jumped into the project without having a TIPCO background, and maybe on your own you tried to learn it. So you might learn it, whatever is required, you quickly learn and left it. So it's like end-to-end fundamental stuff got missed out somewhere, and which actually was the obstacle in understanding something which is very complex.
Correct. Fine.
So understanding on learning on our own, most of the time it is like ad hoc manner, right? Whatever you require, you quickly learn and solve the problem, but it doesn't help in long run.
Correct. Correct.
That made it a
That's the
problem.
point.
Correct, correct. Fine then, Pratik. So I'm good to conclude our discussion over here. You can talk to Mr. Daniel, and